Hey Cozy Crew, for today's Vlogmas video, I wanted to show you how I use my different notebooks. So essentially like my notebook ecosystem, and no, I don't use these every single day. They each have a different purpose. I just found that I don't need to have everything in one notebook. And I love notebooks. I have, as you can see, quite the collection. I've always been like a notebook, planner kind of girl. I remember getting my first planner, or at least one of my first planners, when I was in middle school. Our school gave us these planners, and they had like our school logo, and you can organize. I think it was by your class period, but it had like space for homework, and just like a good way to plan out and keep track of your study. Ever since then, I have had a planner, and I find that I really enjoy having different notebooks to organize different parts of my life, and I thought it would be fun to go through that with you. So hopefully you enjoy seeing my different notebooks, planners, journals, all that. So I also wanted to include that I'm going to do a flip through some of the pages of each notebook, journal, so that way if you want to take a closer look at how I use them, it'll be at the end of the video. I call this, I don't want to call it a commonplace because it does include like scheduling, but I call this like my cozy creative HQ. Like this houses a lot of stuff for me into 4 sections. A calendar, and this is just for upload stuff, just to give like a bigger view of what I want to do that month. This right here. So I use this as what I'm posting that day, and then in my planner I'll have what I filmed that day, so that way I'm keeping track of filming versus uploading. It can be confusing for Vlogmas, at least for Vlogmas, because I have to do it every day. I have creative projects, so gifts that I'm giving, or if somebody asks me to paint something for them, I just keep track of it here, the materials that I need, when I need it by. And then in the back, this is kind of like a miscellaneous. I would say this is more the commonplace part than anything else. I'll keep like a list of books that I might want to read. Oh, I guess I could add that to my book journal. Okay, just a thought. Video games, my thoughts on them. Foods, restaurants, snacks. So if like I try to get a really good snack somewhere, I'll write it down here. Like, okay, I want to get that again. Or tea, like a brand of tea. This is kind of a cool notebook in the sense that it's very much like these old school notepads. Like it reminds me of in Blue's Clues. You put it in his put his clues in there like a detective. And I'm not going to show you what's in here because this is my therapy journal. This is where when I have a therapy session, sometimes I like to have this out and just jot things down. Or what I find really helpful is before I start my therapy session, just kind of writing some things down that I might want to unpack or go through. This is the next one in my pile, but I should actually show you this one first. So this is just my planner that I used this year. This is what is this one? The Every Girl for Day Designer planner. And I've always gotten the huge one for the last 4 years. And this year I went with the smaller one. One thing I like about it is that it has a place for like your goals for the year and the recap for each month. I just wanted to try something different. And since I was going to Spain and my husband's aunt has a stationery and bookstore, I wanted to get one from her, and I got this really pretty one. This is 2026, and what I really like about it is that it is in Spanish. I think if you've seen my haul from my honeymoon haul, you would have seen that. It's in Spanish, Basque, Galician, and Catalan. So I am trying to improve my Spanish, so I thought that would be very helpful. I haven't decided if I'm going to write in English in it or in Spanish or a combination of both. But I like how small it is. It's a little bigger than the one from last year, which I did want something with a little bit more space. But yeah, it's really a no frills kind of planner. It does come with a lot of stickers though. The next book I'm going to pull out is this book journal. I got this at a local bookstore. I had a $10 credit, so I spent it on this, which I don't make a reading list. I don't know, I'm very much a atmospheric reader, or how I'm feeling. So I don't really make a list of like what I plan to read most of the time. This one's really cool because it has an area for you to write down your notes, where you got the book, a rating, and then any extra notes you want to take. And you can either write more here, or you can, I don't know, I painted on this one. I painted for a few of these. Sketch something. I drew a cat when I read this book. I actually I drew and then I painted with gouache the ocean wave. This is just like a really fun way to document the books that I read. Here I have a budget planner. This is my second one. This year I have not been good with keeping up with my budget planner, to be honest. It's so helpful to have a budget. This year we got a financial advisor, so that's going to help with like investments, but I still want to lock in like how I'm spending my money. Still having my like automatic savings into a high yield savings account, and all my bills are paid, and I pay off my credit card every month in full. I feel like I might be overspending, so I would definitely want to pick this up again in the start of the new year. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll show it to you. So it has like your financial goals, if you want to take notes, a financial strategy, a savings tracker. I don't really use that because my stuff is automatic. A debt tracker. I don't use that, thank goodness. I have no debt. Tracker, so you set like your income, your savings, and then you have your categories of your fixed expenses, and then on the next page you put your daily expenses. And then there is a recap, which is really nice. I do like this, like the monthly review. So look for some monthly budget with me videos coming up next year. My next notebook, well, it's actually a journal. It's the 5-minute journal. I'm gonna finish this one. I only have like a couple more days left in it, and then I will order another one. A quote, then the 3 things you're grateful for, what would make the day great, and then the reflection of the day. This is my Spanish notebook. So I am trying to improve my Spanish. Textbook. It's actually nice. It's really thin. The more advanced you get, the skinnier it gets, but the harder it gets. And then these are just some of like our handouts that we get. While we do a lot of work in here and on the handouts, I like having a notebook because I have a section for each day in class, and sometimes when a new word is said that I didn't know, I'll write it down, or just some interesting facts and how like words can be used differently and have different meanings and connotations, things that come up. And then this has 2 of these ribbons, and on this second one, when I am reading or just having a conversation with my husband or my mom and there's a word that comes up, I have it in the back here. I'll put the words, and I also have notes here on different like parts of speech and just like my own personal practice. And the last one is this tiny little journal, this little notebook. If you watched my junk journal flip through, then you've seen this. I like having an option that's just for fun. I don't have to keep track of anything. It's just something that I really enjoy. It's just a fun little journal. I love the color of this one. I did most of this while I was in Europe. That's when I started it, but I definitely want to continue it until it's completely full. I still have a lot of room in it. So that is my junk journal. And here is what I call my cozy HQ, cozy headquarters. Is the table of contents. I have 4 sections, and don't mind if anything is misspelled. I am a horrible speller. So let's see, where's a good one? So this is, like I showed you before, my Vlogmas schedule, but I'll do this for other videos too. So I have some stuff planned for the beginning of winter as well. This section is my cozy curriculum, which I will be showing you later on in Vlogmas. Creative projects. And then this is kind of like commonplace, miscellaneous. So books, which again, I might put this in my book journal. It would make a lot of sense there. Video games, and food, restaurant, snacks I want to try. When I was planning my birthday party. And that is the Cozy HQ notebook. Here's my therapy journal. I'm not going to show you anything in it, obviously, but it is cool. It's like this flip through one. It makes me feel like I'm a detective when I use it. Here is the book journal. I'll just show you like some of my favorite pages. This one was so much fun to do. This one, I had a lot of fun drawing this cat. Iron Flame. It has, like I said, the reading list, and then you just go through and review your books. And in the back, it's a way to keep track of books that you've lent out. So yeah, I'm excited to continue to fill this one out as well. And here's the budget planner that I plan on diving into again next year. These are the pages that I mainly use, the month and the year with your income, savings, then the budget, and then how you distribute that budget, your daily expenses, and then the monthly review and an area for notes. It has cute stickers as well. Christmas budgeting. So that is a budget planner. So this is the budget planner I used before, and you can just kind of see how I keep track of things. And I just want to get back to a place where I am using this every month. Here is the 5-minute journal. So yeah, those are just kind of some examples of what it looks like. And this is what it looks like when it's empty. Like I said, you have your quote for the day, what you're grateful for, 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things that would make the day great, your daily affirmation, highlights of the day, and what did you learn. And as you can see, I'm actually almost done with this one. I need to order a new one soon. Here is my Spanish journal that I use for Spanish class. And just ignore my very messy, chaotic handwriting. But yeah, this is what I would use during class. And in this section, so this would be my own independent work. So like right now, this is like parts of speech that I want to make sure I have down. And it's just the prettiest color. Here is the junk journal. You guys have already seen this. I haven't added any new pages, any new spreads yet. I need to do that. So I'll be doing that hopefully this week. I have some time. It's just so crazy at work. That's the junk journal. Books. I know I really enjoy having different notebooks for different uses, and it's just for me. I'm such a stationery girl, such a planner girl, notebook girl. For me, it's just so much fun. And hopefully you enjoyed watching it. All right. Day 15. Ooh, it's a green tea. I mean, this sounds good, but it's pretty late, so we'll save that for another day. And it just because it has caffeine. I know that we didn't mean to skip day 5, but we did. And it is mulled cider, winter warming sweet spiced apple. Just make sure there's no chili. I know this actually sounds quite lovely. So let's go brew this up. It's really tasty. It does taste like mulled cider, just like obviously very toned down. It's good. That's good.